Yo, like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell so you'll be notified every time I upload. As you can see up top, PrizePicks, they sponsor this channel. They'll match your deposit 100% up to $100 using my promo code DEN059. And if you can't catch this on YouTube, you can also catch it right there at YouTube Music. And you could definitely catch it in podcast form there. Yesterday, some bats like did not get there. Olsen, like, all those runs put up, he didn't have any say so about those. He didn't get there. Robert, he couldn't get the hits, runs, and RBIs for me, and uh, there was a few more spots that really, really, really let me down yesterday. Um, the one I took the 1.5 for Philly, they didn't get there. Wasn't my greatest there. They did hit a couple spots yesterday though, so it is what it is. Not a big fan of the pitching here today. Uh, not a lot of pitching spots stand out to me. I'm just looking at some bats today. I'm gonna get right into it. Let's look at the weather. Um, Kevin Rolfe, that's my meteorologist, and a whole bunch of other folks meteorologists. I tell you this each and every day. Let's do a quick drive by. Los Angeles Dodgers at Baltimore, broken line. Let me move this and let me X out some of these. What I won't be needing today, because this is gonna be a true drive by here. I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna leave that up for a second. And then let me see. Let me go over here to my player pool. All right. Okay. So, yeah. Like I said, a broken line of storms this afternoon. Models have it holding off until after the game, but it forming over the ballpark is certainly within the realm of possibilities. Chance for a delay. That's that Baltimore. Oh man, I couldn't. Baltimore, I didn't hit that team total yesterday. That was crazy. I thought they was gonna hit it for me in the ninth inning. Michael Grove, he showed up yesterday. That was wild. We'll see what's going to happen today. Either way it goes, Miami or St. Louis, storms should form south and keep clearing farther south. Houston and Colorado, important game for me. Kind of a disorganized mess of spotty storms and spotty showers and storms. I can't really pinpoint any of it. I can't promise it will or won't go over the ballpark. All I can say is that there's a decent shot at rain goes over the ballpark at some point, potentially multiple points. I think they get the game in, though I'm not entirely on the specifics of how they go about that. Late start, delay, get lucky and miss the storms, multiple delays, etc. Wind blowing in at 10 to 15 miles an hour. So, I'm not really too much targeting pitching from Colorado, but we got weather concerns there. I'm targeting some bats though. This is gonna be crazy. Milwaukee at Philly. Broken line of storm slowly drops from north of Philly to south of Philly by the end of the game. That leaves us with a decent chance of delay if it happens, as it happens. San Francisco Giants, few raindrops, green. Everything right here is green. San Francisco Giants at Cincinnati, nothing heavy to stop play. Chicago White Sox at New York Mets. Storm should hold south. Any showers should be clear before first pitch in this Arizona, Atlanta, and Washington, Chicago Cubs. That is, winds gently in at 5 miles an hour. Detroit and Kansas City Royals. I think they'll probably have to play through some rain showers, especially late, but models aren't showing anything too heavy, so I'm not currently expecting a delay of any kind. Okay, that's for my guys out there and gals out there that's messing around with pitching and stuff like that. This is a lineup page. It's really important for you to have a lineup page. Everything you see right here in yellow, bright yellow, are confirmed lineup. So it's important to know who's in, man. Just like yesterday, uh, Brian Wu with that game last night. I looked at the line. I told you he pitches his worst versus lefties, and lo and behold, I mean, he's got a 20% K rate versus lefties, and anybody who hits him is a lefty. Righties really generally don't touch him. He's got a 36.5 K rate. What happens? Minnesota rolls out 6, 7 lefties yesterday, and they went upside. They took care of Brian Wu. So it's always good to look at to look at lineups when they come out because you might have to zag at some point. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do right here. I wasn't looking at too much pitching. Um, Maybe some well throughout the day I might have to look at some unders, but hey, I'm gonna just rattle off some bats here. Between PrizePicks and FanDuel. Okay. I mean DraftKings and FanDuel. Okay. Now, like I said, all this, all my, everything I do consists of fantasy, DraftKings, FanDuel, all that. All right. DraftKings, FanDuel is my least favorite book. My second, my third favorite book there. All right. So first game here. Um, Let me go back. Okay. Let me go with the hits, runs, and RBIs. Okay, first game here, I had I could have sworn I put Stephen Kwan in my player pool. There'll be no Josh Naylor today. I don't think he's in the lineup. So, however it goes, who do we got? Rich Hill and Savali on the mound here. Now I was looking at Savali's outs. I had some interest in Savali's outs, but I think I'm just gonna fade that. I think I'm just gonna fade that. Now, Jack Sawinski, you're gonna get hits, runs, and RBIs at plus 100 right now. He's leading off. He's been slumping, striking out. He is a strikeout candidate. If you're looking at strikeouts, at least one. But his runs on RBIs is not out of the realm of possibility. It's not an official play for me. Stephen Kwan, he's bad. He's hitting lefties, especially lefties. He got splits. So as you can see, his runs on RBI sitting at minus 180. This is a player. This is a official play for me. It's just a parlay piece. So I'm gonna definitely throw it in a parlay. I cannot talk you off of Jose Ramirez at 2.5, hits, runs, and RBIs at plus 100, but I'm not going there. I'm probably just gonna stick with Quan. He's leading off today. Jackson Winsky, he's a home run candidate for me. You know what I'm saying? So. I got some love for him. All right, he might go into my home run parlay. Okay. Um, Dodgers at Orioles. We have who do we got on the mound here? We have Urias and Creamer on the mound here. Creamer, he's pitching his worst versus left hand batting. Okay, so all these lefties here, as you can see, uh, Freeman, one, two, three, four, 5 lefties. So he's probably giving up about an 850 OPS towards lefties. The lefties get a bump. So Freeman, Muncy, Peralta, Hayward, Outman, all these guys are in play. You know what I'm saying? We're targeting lefties versus Dean Creamer. Take your pick your poison. However, um, oh, he's not in the lineup today. I was gonna say, yeah, he's not in the lineup today. Okay. Um, JD's got splits versus righties, so he would have been in play. All right, but it is what it is. On the other hand, Urias, you could target the Urias on the road. I mean, I forgot I forgot his numbers, but it don't look too. I did have penciled in. Who I had penciled in was Anthony Santander. Santander is probably giving. He's got an 805 OPS versus lefties. Uh, he's only 0 for 1 versus Uriah, so he hasn't really faced him. If we get somebody like Mountcastle in the lineup, I'm gonna like him. So I'm waiting for this lineup to come out. Mountcastle is a guy that I'm really, really looking at there. He hits lefties really, really well. But Santander is one of the guys that I really, really have penciled in. He's a switch. So all these lefties here on play. Freddie Freeman will probably be my first guy, my top bat here. His runs on RBI sitting at 2.5 at plus 105. I like to play there, but I can't talk you off none of these lefties. Even if you want to put them in your hit parlays, be my guest. And why is this okay? Now, don't have nothing for this. My excuse me, my Soler let me down yesterday, but he hit his hits, runs, and RBIs. I took it for a home run, and I took his hits, runs, and RBIs. He got there, but Chas McCormick, Cal Tucker, probably my favorite two bats here. Couldn't talk you off of uh, CJ Cron or Jeremy Pena, and everybody's in play in this one here, but Kyle Tucker and Chas McCormick. Now Kyle Tucker, anytime he gets a lefty, y'all know the drill. Lefty lefty matchup. That's his split. In Coors Field, yes, please. So I like him for a hit all the way up to a home run. Same thing with Chas McCormick. He's been on fire. I like him for a hit all the way up to a home run. If I had to take, I'm gonna say my top play is probably gonna be Cal Tucker. Next, gonna be Chas McCormick from the from on the on the Astros side. And then on the other side here, I was really looking hard at taking a hard look at Nolan Jones. You can get his hits, runs, and RBIs at two and a half. He's a home run candidate here. So there you have that. All right. I'm gonna keep it moving here. I didn't pinpoint any bats for the Red Sox game, so let's keep it moving. But keep in mind, Kyle Tucker, that's an official play for me. Coming behind it, Chas McCormick, that's an official play for me too. Okay. Um, Milwaukee Brewers at Philadelphia Phillies. Right now, I'm looking at two bats right now. I'm looking at Bryce Harper. His runs and RBIs are sitting at 2.5 at plus 120. I'm leaning that way. And I'm thinking about just probably making this an official play here. Taking Brandon Marsh 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at minus 125. Couldn't talk you off of Bryson Stott at minus 155. Um, um, Colin Ray, he's pitching his worst to left-hand batter, so I like those guys right there, the lefties there. Those especially those three. And Schwarber is still on fire. Okay, God damn, his hits, runs, and RBIs are sitting at Schwarber's hits, runs, and RBIs are sitting at what? Where is he? 1.5 or minus 155 for a parlay piece there. San Diego Padres. I liked Juan Soto yesterday. I took his fantasy score I think I took his fantasy score on PrizePicks yesterday. He got that. He hit the bomb. Might want to do a heat check here. So his hits, runs, and RBIs. Couldn't talk you off of it. Here's a guy. He walks a lot. Just need his bat to heat up. So I'm gonna sprinkle on his hits, runs, and RBIs. Manny Machado has been on super fire. If you want to use this here for parlay piece at a minus 160, be my guest. Okay. Um, I ain't gonna lie. Somehow I missed this Yankees game. Uh, they didn't do shit yesterday. Somehow I missed this Yankees game. I ain't gonna touch on it. Luis Robert, he's 3 for 3. Versus Verlander. If you want to take his hits, runs, and RBIs, be my guest at minus 125. I probably lay off of it. But he's 3 for 3 versus Verlander. All right. Official play here. I'm gonna sprinkle something on Jake Fraley, hits, runs, and RBIs at minus 120. He hit a bomb yesterday. Joey Votto hit a bomb yesterday. It's the park, you know what I'm saying? So Joey Votto is in play. Will Benson, I really want to take a stab at him at plus 130. I'm probably gonna take a stab at him. I'm probably gonna bet Jake Fraley, and I'm gonna bet Will Benson here. Probably bet both of those guys. Matt McClain, I like him for hits, runs, and RBIs all the way up to a home run, but parlay piece, nothing. So official play, Jake Fraley. Uh, I can't take you off Votto, and I'm thinking about sprinkling a little something on Benson. Benson got these home run splits. He's better on the road. He's really better on the road. So you catch him on the road versus a righty. He's probably an automatic play for me. So there you have that. I'm not even going to talk about the Braves or none of that. You guys know the drill with them. But Corbin Carroll, I pointed out yesterday his splits versus righties on the road, decent. All right, he came right in there and hit that 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, right in the first bat. At the first bat, he hit that. He hit a triple. Uh, he got a RB. I think he got an RBI triple. Then he scored on that. That was 2.5 right there. That was a no sweat right there. However, and then Cattell Marte got that for me yesterday as well. So those were the two bats that I really, really liked on this side. Now, I don't like the pitcher matchup here for Corbin Carroll, but I'm sprinkling on it. I'm sprinkling on the 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. It is what it is. Okay. Um, he is 1 for 2 versus Morton. But like I said, his splits on the road versus righties are undeniable. I got that money in my pocket from yesterday. I'm going right back. All right. Um, Washington Nationals at Chicago Cubs. I'm looking at Cody Bellinger here. We have Hendricks. We got Williams on the mound. We got Hendricks on the mound. Okay, so Cody Bellinger. Williams is pitching his worst to left hand batting here. Cody Bellinger is 3 for 10 versus him. He has a double and 2 home runs. His runs and RBI sitting at 1.5. I think we have an over under 9 in this spot. I couldn't talk you off of it. Okay, so I'm gonna end up going there. I'm gonna end up going there. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna end up going there. -130 hits, runs, and RBIs. Now, if you get somebody like Patrick Wisdom in the lineup, I told you yesterday, man, he gonna strike out. But if he catch wind of that motherfucker, it's gone. He's hit a home run in 3 of his last 4 games. So Wisdom, he's definitely in play. He's in play. All right. Now, mm, keep an eye out on the lineup though, because they did scratch Morrell yesterday. This Detroit Tigers game, I have nothing for. Honorable mention is going to be Alex Kurloff here. I probably won't play this, but he's pretty good versus what is that? His splits. Let's see. I forgot him, y'all, so I'll just go to him right here. I think it's on the road versus righties. Not a big sample size, but he's got some decent splits there. So, uh, you know, mm, so he's batting away versus righties. He's batting 384. Okay. Now I probably wouldn't look to him for a home run. He's got 6 home runs in the season, but I probably wouldn't look to him for a home run here. Push come to shove, you can throw him in your hits parlays or hits, runs, and RBIs. Like I said, he's batting 384 on the road versus versus right hand pitching. Um, 85 plate appearances. That's okay. What we have here? On the road versus righties. 21% K rate, average 384 on base percentage, 459, slugging 533, OPS 933, isolated power 151, WRC plus 181. Okay. Um, yeah, so they have that. And that just about sums it up, man. Not too many plays on the games here. Let me see. Let me do a quick drive by here. I'm starting to say Los Angeles Dodgers are nothing, but I probably don't want to. I'm just liking the bats here. Oh, I skipped over this Tampa Bay Rays game. Garcia, he didn't come through for me yesterday. But look out for Garcia today. He might get there. And his runs and RBIs were sitting at a -130 for 1.5. So I had some interest there. And um, Seager is just Seager. He's always in play. If this game here lean towards the over for that Houston game. Uh, let's go. It's gonna be Philadelphia nothing for me. And mm, over under 10.5 in that Cincy game might be a Cincinnati team total over or just the bats for me. Um, I get a picture lean towards Atlanta in this one, so I'm gonna probably lean towards Atlanta in that one, and no other plays for any of these other games. Prize picks. What I had over here, Jake Fraley. 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Freddie Freeman, hitters fantasy score over 8.5. Kyle Tucker, hitter fantasy score over 9.5. Olsen, hitter fantasy score over 8.5. Looking for him to bounce back. Cody Bellinger and Chas McCormick here. Hitter fantasy score over 7.5. 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for Chad McCormick, or 1.5 total bases for him. Okay. All right. With that being said, guys, peace out. That's a 6 pick right there. I'm probably going to end up playing that. So let's get it. All right. Peace.